There's something amazing about the Torah that is so divine. We can see it every single time throughout history that it's so accurate and so actual and does not change. And there's something crazy that happens in this week's Parsha. Abraham and Sarah, waiting for a son for many, many years, finally have Yitzchak. They get a beautiful child. And we read in the story that after so long of trying and waiting and praying, they finally have this boy. Then we skip on and we hear that Abraham's wife is kidnapped again by the king of Plishtim. Then she's returned, and then they sit there, and after she is kidnapped and returned, the narrative changes, and Avimelech tells Abraham, he says, you're a prophet and you need to be good to me, and remember how good I was to you, and Abraham makes a covenant with him and says, I will, even though God promises Abraham this land, Abraham tells him, he says, I will make this deal with you, and extends his hand in peace in this area that is today known as Gaza, right in that area, every single time. And he says, I will promise you that this part of the land will be for you. And this is the peace treaty that Abraham does on the land of Gaza with a king who kidnapped his wife and returned and changed the narrative. And Chazal teach us that because of this peace treaty that Abraham did, because it is not his land to give, it is God's land to give, he says, Chazal teach us that every single time that Am Yisrael came in to Israel, every single time there has always been trouble in the area of Gaza. Every single time there has been discussions about it, there's always been problems around Gaza specifically. And the consequence in this week's Parsha happens immediately. It finishes the story of Abraham and Avimelech, and the second afterwards it says, after these things, Hashem tells Abraham, take your son and bring him as an offering. I promised you that I will give the land to your children, to your son, to Yitzchak. You want to give the land away? Give me the child back. If you would like the land, I will give it to your son. But if you're not going to keep the land and you're going to make peace treaties and give it away, then give me back the son. And this is the challenge that Abraham is faced with. Bezrat Hashem, may we be zochet to learn from our mistakes and realize, to believe in God's promise that the land belongs to us. Shabbat Shalom.